Hi, welcome to another Cinefanatics film review. This time, it's over Isle of Dogs. Isle of Dogs is a delightful stop-motion animated movie by director Wes Anderson. The visuals in this movie are amazing. It is fantastically animated, and you really get a feeling, especially if you've seen Wes Anderson's other films, you know that he has a distinct style that stop-motion animation plays very well into. He loves to have complete control over his scene. Every minor detail, every little bit and piece of his scenes are designed with great care. And you can tell that with stop motion, he has full control over absolutely everything you see on camera. The stop motion animation in this, I'd say, is actually a step above even Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, it is another film of his that I highly recommend. But it does look like that since that movie came out, now he has grown exponentially in his skill with stop motion to provide something that is very much visually appealing and just seamless, smooth. I was absolutely entranced and engrossed in the entire time. The detail of the dog's fur, the motion, the movements of the humans, everything, down to the details of the eyes, the mouths, all of it. I'm on the side of hoping that this movie gets an Oscar nomination in the animation category at next year's awards. Not only is it visually appealing, but the performances in the movie are top-notch as well. As I was saying, this cast list is impressive. Starting out, you have Bryan Cranston as the lead dog chief, followed up with Edward Norton, Bob Balaban, Jeff Goldblum, Harvey Keitel, Frances McDormand, Tilda Swinton, Bill Murray, everybody in Hollywood. Literally everybody is in this movie. It is a huge cast list, and everyone, big part, small part, no matter how big the part is, everybody nails their performances. Not once did I think that, oh, I'm definitely listening to, say, Bill Murray or Edward Norton. Yes, their voices are distinct. I can pick them out. I know which character they are, who they played. It's that I fully believed their voices belonged to those dogs. Now, dogs weren't the only characters in the movie. There was a human cast as well. A lot of people might think that because a large portion of the movie seems to be in Japanese, that maybe it might take you out of it or take you away from it. You won't be able to follow what's happening, that it might get a little confusing at times. This isn't true. I was able to follow along perfectly, despite there being scenes and moments where nothing but Japanese was what was being spoken. Speaking of a lot of the movie being in Japanese, that is addressed at the very beginning, through both the narration, the audio narration, as well as written narration. This is a testament to Wes Anderson and his style, where he can come across and give you a film that takes place specifically in Japan, where the people speak specifically Japanese, and yet the style and the story still come through effortlessly in how he presents everything. I believe that he is definitely, and arguably, the most distinct director working in the business today. I believe that he loved this project. I can see his passion come through it. And something should be said about the fact that he can get such a huge cast of people who just love being in his movies. He has grown this cast, you can see through each and every one of his movies over time, and they just come together in this film, and they obviously are all having fun. They're all having fun working with him, and they're all having fun working on this movie. This movie definitely, I believe, has some actually it has some dark moments that you wouldn't have expected had you watched the trailer. There's definitely some moments where there's some twists and turns. And there's, without getting into too much detail, there's specifically a scene where two humans were having surgery performed on them. And there was no censoring there. They did top-down view. That's happens in most Wes Anderson movies, with being able to see an organ being transplanted from one person to another. And so I was taken aback a little bit because I wasn't expecting that. But just, that's an example. There are some moments in the movie where there are some darker themes. There are some themes that you wouldn't expect in what would otherwise be considered a family-friendly animated movie. But overall, everything came together to tell a great story that I believe has many layers to it, with multiple characters having full arcs in their stories and being able to come across as relatable, whether dog or human. And honestly, it makes me kind of sad because I feel like this movie isn't getting enough praise. I feel like this movie isn't in front of enough eyes. I think it's falling through the seams a little bit with some of these other big releases that are out right now. And so, you know, I do have my final thoughts on this. So, as far as whether or not this movie gets a recommendation from me, well, it does. I say go see it. I say make some time, take yourself to the theater, and check it out. I want to thank you for watching another one of our Cinefanatics reviews. If you're not subscribed to the Method Living Productions channel yet, please go ahead and do so, and do all the rest of the YouTube things while you're at it. Comment, like, share, and check us out on all the social medias as well. Do all the social media things. Do all the YouTube things. You know how this works. Check it out. We got stuff coming out that you're not going to want to miss. So, subscribe. Hang out with us. Comment down below on what you thought of I Love Dogs. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I want to have a conversation, so leave a comment. And we'll catch you guys in the next review. See ya. Your mouth a constellation.